Yeah, I guess we got out of it all right. We're back, guys, with Sword of Mana, and we got out of the airship crash without a scratch, apparently. I guess Wisp kind of guarded us there a little bit. Yeah, we gotta find Duke. Well, like I said, hopefully he didn't hit a rock or something on the way down. That'd be nice lampshade game. Yeah, he should be fine. Oh boy. If you guys thought that the game was good before this, well, you're in for a treat now. Because to start, where the plot really starts picking up, first off, the airship's in ruins, as you can see from this right here. And second off, we have probably my second favorite tune in the whole game. Just listen to this music. Wait for it, it's going to start in a second. Oh man, that music gives me goosebumps, even now. I just love that track, it's so cool. Get that spear out of here. Oops, cast healing light. Yeah! These are Rabillions. They're not very vulnerable to bash trait weapons, so just use magic like I'm doing. They're pretty good for grinding too, so you might want to use that. So to go back to the test of obedience, how did I have a role in all of this? Well, when I did that, when I went in to take this test, since I already knew what was going on because of my knowledge of social psychology from my psychology class, I already knew exactly what they were going to have me do in the whole... Whoa. Watch where you're going. Jeez. Yeah, gotcha. Alright. I already knew what was going to happen because I had already learned about this test in my psychology class. So, obviously that was going to... If I had taken the test, it would cause an anomaly in the stats, and that would not be good for their test results. Because this is for, like, graduate credit for the TAs. Because the TAs are usually in graduate school. So this is, like, for legit credit for them in order to get credit for the class that they're taking. Can I get over this? Thank you. If I had presented an anomaly, it would be kind of bad for their results. So when I told them, oh yeah, I know what's going on in this test, when I went in, they had to like mull it over for 5 minutes or something like that before they realized he can't take this test or it's going to cause an anomaly, and then we're going to get a bad grade on this, and that's not good. So what ended up happening is that they said they mulled it over for like 5 minutes in the hallway outside of the teacher's room. And by this point, the learner was like, "Hey, what's going on out there?" And I was telling him, "Oh, they're mulling something over in the hallway because I already know about this test." And so the learner was like, "Oh boy." So eventually, they came back in the room, and one of them says, "How loud can you scream?" You see where this is going? So what ended up happening is, in order to get my hour of research credit out of this study, I actually became a Confederate temporarily. Now, I don't think that normally happens when you're a student and you're a first-year student for sociology. I don't think that normally comes up unless they're paying you for it or something like that, because, well, you're normally supposed to be taking these research credits, and I was already well aware of what they were going to do, so I was going to be a problem for them. So what ended up happening is I spent about 45 minutes sitting in a 6x6 room. I think it was a 6x6. I don't know. It was a small room. That's all you need to know. And I was recording myself screaming louder and louder and louder and louder. So, and I got my hour of credit out of it. So, and I also obviously presented myself as a Confederate to a couple of the people who were taking the test. I went in the room and, you know, I played the part and everything like that. And it was kind of funny because I didn't expect to be doing this at all. So that was a pretty weird experience for me. This is I don't know if you've heard of them from maybe if you've seen Africa or something, but I like this tree right here. This is a baobab tree. Or a baobab, however you want to call it, whatever you want to pronounce it as. But I'm going to pronounce it as a baobab tree. And they're pretty much only found on the African savanna. Now that should kind of clue you into the environments that we'll be facing here, because this is partially a desert, as you can see right here. This is like savanna grasslands. Where are the other rebellions here? There's one. So we'll be in a desert-like area for quite some time now, just because of the fact that we've got all this. But I like the baobab trees. They're a cool little touch, and to the environment here. I think that that's a nice little touch that Square Enix added into the game. So in case I didn't say it already, let me kill this rebellion first. Ooh, a level up. Does it drop anything? Nope. In case I haven't said it already, I don't think I have, but if you look down there, we're on the we're in the Menos outskirts now. So I guess we're gonna get to Menos after all. That was pretty convenient that the airship crashed directly north of where Menos Village is, huh? So for Elena, obviously, because of the fact that the enemies on the airship don't take much damage from magic, you're probably not going to be very high in level. Is Niccolo down there? I hope he is, because I'm going down there if he is. You're probably not going to be as high of a level as the hero is because of the fact that he's has had, you know, dungeons and everything. Can I not get back up? Damn it, I can't get back up. Okay, I'm going to have to find Niccolo myself. But you're probably not as high of a level as the hero is at this point if you're playing as the heroine, and that's fine, because the rebellions are very good for grinding, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem if you just use them to grind a little bit and head over. Well, they're going to be available for a little while because the next part that we're going to get into also has rebellions. So there will be plenty of times for you to get her. There will be plenty of time for you to get her up the level. Now, I don't know if you saw this before, but there's a little glint in this little patch of sand here. So if you go up to it, you get a dark geode. That one is the latest geode that you can actually make use of in the game, because you don't get dark magic until after you can actually use all of the geodes. So there's that to deal with. Now, I was talking about Niccolo there because for the hero, I purchased the 50 Stardust Herbs off-screen while I was in the Mushboom Forest. For the heroine, if you're in the Menos outskirts, this is the best time to purchase those Stardust Herbs if you haven't already from Niccolo. Now, in my case, let me just go to my items real quick so I can show you. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, look, I already bought the Stardust Herbs pre-airship sequence, just because I wanted to get that out of the way while I was, you know, still sitting there. I figured, why not get it out of the way now? Because what I was going to do is I was going to have you guys purchase them before I did the whole cathedral thing, but I completely forgot about that. So, if you didn't purchase the Stardust Herbs already, this is the best time to do it, because Niccolo's pretty easy to find in the Menos outskirts, and a lot of the enemies around here aren't too terribly difficult to defeat, so it's not like you have to really steel yourself for a difficult fight in order to get him to show up or something like that. I think there's another rebellion on the screen. That's probably why nothing's spawning. So purchase the Stardust Herbs here if you haven't already. Oh, and another thing, as far as forging new weapons and everything goes, Elena is going to have a chance to do that very soon, because there's another potted plant coming up just outside of Menos Village. So we will have plenty of time to take care of that as soon as we get to Menos Village. In the meantime, I'm going to kill off the rest of the enemies on the screen. Is there anything? Yeah, there is something up here. I knew it. So she'll have extra time in order to forge a new staff and some new armor for herself. The thing with the heroine's armor, though, is that it's different from the hero's because, well, she's equipped with light armor. Now, if you remember from when I did the tempering and forging tutorial, this is gonna hurt. There was other stuff besides the helm, the armor, and all that. They had like hat and sandals and robe and all of that stuff. Well, the heroine's armor consists of a hat, a robe, sandals, and gloves. The hero's also has gloves, but it has heavy armor, a helm, and what am I missing? Boots. That's what I'm missing. So her armor takes different materials, and you'll get to use, like, if you remember, I had like toppled cotton and stuff like that for the hero when I was doing that part, and I couldn't use it because the hero's stuff is heavy armor. So, but you get to use that for Elena's stuff, because her armor is primarily made out of different like fabrics. So, like that salt and silk that we got on the airship back there that I didn't really mention. we'll be using that. I'm pretty sure I've got that in place for some new armor for her. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. So now that that's all cleared up, let's head down here without casting. Oh, would you look at that? We've made it. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way, isn't it? It's convenient, though. Huh? Amanda. Wonder who that is. An injured fellow. Why are all the old women so lecherous in this game? Oh. Well, yeah, apparently. I guess so. She seems pretty nice. Oh, that might have been Duke. I wonder. Yeah, where'd they go? Oh, well, she lives in that house in the top left corner there, if you can't tell. Yeah, thanks a lot for the info, but, whoa. Oh, sorry about that, well then, sorry to be in your way. Was that Amanda? Oh, that's weird. Let's go inside. Hey, it's Duke! He's alright! Awesome. You okay there, buddy? Whew. That's a relief. He almost killed off one of my favorite characters in the game. Julius, that is. The party is reunited. Thank goodness. Yeah, we got some help from Bogard. That's what he was doing on his way out. While you guys were distracting, you and Sibba were distracting the soldiers on the way in, Bogard snuck onto the airship and rescued Elena, I guess you could say. Sibba's fine. He's the one that protected you from that fall. So, I mean, if he can protect you from a fall, even with the whole immunity to fall damage thing, he's probably going to be fine on his own. Oh yeah, do you still have the pendant, Duke? It's right here in my pocket. And, there's a hole in my pocket. Oh no. He lost it. I knew we couldn't trust him with anything. But who would have wanted to steal it? You don't think she did that, do you? Oh, that was Amanda. Huh. I feel a flashback coming on.